It's War Dragon time, RPW, ready for another Talk Dragon Tuesday. Today is November 26th, and it is the final week of the Wither Moon season. So let's go ahead and jump into the news of this week. We're going to be talking about, the Super Sigil chest, the tower transformation, going over last week's winner, and of course, the event coming up, which is the fortification. Now, if you are new to my channel, first of all, I want to welcome you. We appreciate all the new eyeballs around here. But before you leave, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting that subscribe button. Literally just click, that easy. And of course, share this video with those you might love in the game. And don't forget to put a comment, because we usually do giveaways right here on this channel. So show me some love and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget, by the way, to ring that bell so that you don't miss out on notifications for future videos. Now, this is going to be a place where you're going to be able to enter in for a chance to win on weekly giveaways. We're going to be going over this week's contest a little bit later today, so please stick around. Now, this week is the fortification event. So this week is the week to get together with your buddies and go destroy some bases, steal some lumber, and build them up. Now, there will be some changes, with the way that you plan to do that if you decided to do any tower transformation, which again, we're going to be going over in detail with you very shortly. But if you don't know much about the fort, please check out my event guide series so I can help you out with that as well. Now, this is a Super Sigil chest week, the very last one. So if you want to utilize these, get in there and get them taken care of ASAP. All right, when it comes to rune removals, as I was mentioning in another video, I don't really have a lot to do this with. I don't really have any dragons that need this particular feature at this time. So I'm still not going to be able to give you guys my true review on this. So I suggest you go check out The Grind, or you go check out Odin or somebody else on YouTube that might have given information on that, because I still don't know, guys. All right, now as for the new series coming, featured flyers, as I mentioned, it's going to be coming the last week of December. So we're not going to be doing that in this month, but we'll be doing it next month. So be sure to get your video of flying your dragons or whatever. Send it to me in line. My ID is all RPW Gaming, all little case, all together, no spaces. So send those over to me so we can get you entered in for a chance to win a $20 in-game pack the last week of December. Now, let's go ahead and go into a little bit more detail with the tower transformation. Now, the tower transformation was just released, and I really want to go over with you guys the aspects of what this is about. We're going to talk about, should you do it or whatever. Now, before I go into this part of the video, please note that I did record this and speak at the same time, which is something I don't normally do. Usually I record the video and then I come through afterwards and I chit-chat about it. So please bear with me as we go through it, as I don't know how good it's going to be, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and jump into the recording I prepared for you. Alright guys, so this is my husband's alternate account, and realistically, it is an alt, so it's not been built in the same manner that a main would. But today we're going to be going over tower transformation and upgrades. Now, what is that? If you come over here to, let's say, a blank spot, you're going to have all of these towers in your storage. If you're an older player, if you're a newer player, hopefully you've been using guides and you don't have all these extra towers. This account has been around for almost 3 years now, so it has some of the older things. If you want to, however, transform something, let's say I want to change this dark flak into a storm tower or trebuchet, which, trust me, you don't want to do, it will actually change it into that. Now, if you'll look here, I can actually select something for example, the fire turret. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the dark flak is a level 45 with an attack power of 2.2 million, a health of 4.9 million, and a special attack of 4.6 million. If I transform this to the right, we're going to lose XP. We're actually going to lose our attack, our health, and special attack, and a level on that tower. If I wanted to do this, I would simply click transform. We're not going to, because it's definitely not worth it. When it comes to transforming towers, I would only transform things that you wish you had built. Let's say you have tons of flax, but you can never get the elemental embers that you need to build these. Then you might want to debate on doing something else. However, I don't know that it's worth it, especially considering now you can merge towers. So if you're going to merge, I suggest you merge towers that are, for example, on these. See how it's going to cost me 5,000 elemental embers in order to upgrade this guy? Well, if I come in, it says that I can strengthen my tower by merging other towers. These are all junk towers If you notice, if I select 3, it's not even enough to take it up 1 level. But these are all junk towers that if I select them all together and click merge, it will of course confirm and it'll merge it up. If you select too many towers, let's say, go ahead and collect a few, it's going to warn you and say, you can't do this above a level 45. Please unselect other towers. Now you can do this, but it is going to cost you. So it's not necessarily worth it. So again, now I've got the archers, a blue mage. So I'm just going to put the cannons and the archers in here. Click merge and confirm. And now my dark flak tower here is a level 44. Because ice flak is technically not in the right spot. You should always have your ice flak to the back of your island. So it's a level 45. This is a level 44, 45. And we'll go over here, level 45. So most of these are maxed pretty nicely. But again, I wouldn't use these on anything that, you know, costs lumber to upgrade. I would particularly only utilize this on something like with elemental embers and use non-elemental style towers to upgrade it, because otherwise I don't know that it's worth it in my opinion. That's just my opinion. If you see this down here on the bottom left of each little square, it's actually on your base. So if I select this, it's going to kill something off, you know, utilize something off my base. Keep that in mind as well. But like, oh yeah, I don't want this. It's not enough to level me up. So let's select a few more things. Merge. Done. So now those are level 45s, each of them. Now let's say I want to transform this into something. Or let's say I wanted to turn this more into what my base is like, which is what we're going to do here. I'm going to bring in a few other towers, which for it to be like mine, he's going to need a earth flak, for example. So to have a base like mine, he's going to need to have this guy, and he's going to need to have a earth flak. So we're going to transform this into an earth flak. It says the selected ice chair will be permanently lost. Additional XP will be required to reach your next player level. Are you sure you want to continue? So it's basically saying that it's taken me out a certain amount. Upgrade, merge. Now I can go select some things that I don't need. Of 45s all over the place. Now we're going to go ahead and transform, or I should upgrade and merge this one. Alright, so it's, and if you'll notice, it takes quite a bit. Sorry, I'm so wheezy, guys. Pain in the neck. Here we go. So now all these are maxed out at level 45s. Literally, I can't even upgrade it any further. Okay, so now I've reached, 314 million attack power compared to the 249 million I had earlier. So it definitely made a big difference in total, and I'm very, very sorry that that was, to me, even boring. I was like, oh my gosh. It's a good thing I do post-editing, like voiceover to my videos, because I just can't do those record and speak at the same time. It just doesn't work. So as for my base, before I did the tower transformation, I was at 3.05 billion, and I went through and I didn't really change any towers. I didn't do any tower transformation. I just upgraded those things that we talked about, where if it's for an elemental ember purpose, I think that it's definitely worth it. And you'll look here, I'm a level 402 and my XP is about what, 5/6 of the way all the way to the top. Now I went and was able to take my towers all to like level, well, 3 of them to level 72s, and then I'm thinking that they were level 64s before I started. So I was able to actually take those up quite a bit. And then of course I took a couple more up just a little bit. I got a level 70, a level 69, and now 3 72s. And then I actually was able to take my storm tower from like a 58 to a 61. Now what did this do for my base? Well, it took away some of those crap towers that were hidden away, but it also took me from 3.05 to 3.49 billion. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot until you look at the billions. That's a lot of a difference. And then in fact, it's actually even stronger now at 3.52 billion because I just upgraded one of the defense riders gears for this current event. So I'm actually pushing past 3.05 3.5 billion, which is like a 500 million points more than when I began. So definitely worth leveling up those things. If it's, for example, leveling up your elemental towers, especially those that take the embers, because it's really hard to get those specific resources. So I feel it's definitely worth it. What do you think? Go ahead and put that in the comment section below. All right, so last week we went over Mad Lib. I created a Mad Lib thing where you had to go through and put in an adjective, a noun, verb past tense, an adjective, a noun, and another past tense verb. And these were going to fill in these blanks on a Mad Lib I created. And then, of course, I want to go ahead and show you what is hidden underneath these lines. Withermoon season was coming to an end when a powerful dragon named blank blank came swooping in. He destroyed my blank with a single breath, then blank into the distance with my resources in hand. I wanted to revenge my losses, so I asked my leader blank blank to back me. The challenge was great, but my leader blank blank, his base all over the place. Alright, so what I wanted to do was make this very fair. I didn't want to choose, even though there were so many great ones. I decided we'd make this a random winner. So we're going to do what we normally do. Go into the comment picker, put in the link for that video, and then we're going to go ahead and grab up the winner for this week. Now, remember, you have to have your in-game name and the answers put in there if you wanted to win. And Sphinx is the winner for this week. He put Cheeky Lizard, Balloon, Hunted, Hot Stream, and Deflated. So let's go check and see how that works out. But first, I want to, of course, congratulate Sphinx because you are this week's winner. Now, I know that they're a little bit behind on the prizes from what I understand. So give them some time. There's a lot been going on. But we'll go ahead and get your name in there and expect that in the next few weeks. Now, Withermoon season was coming to an end with a powerful dragon named Cheeky Lizard came swooping in. He destroyed my balloon with a single breath, then hunted into the distance with my resources in hand. I wanted to revenge my losses, so I asked my leader, Hot Stream, to back me. The challenge was great for me, but my leader deflated his base all over the place. I think this turned out so cute. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put this up on the board, and we're going to look at some of the answers because I just thought it was adorable. But we're going to put the blank version up so we can go over a few of them. I mean, seriously, they really came out funny. So let's go ahead and look at a couple more. Nexo Coop says, Withermoon season was coming to an end when a powerful dragon named Pretty Dragon came swooping in. He destroyed my snake with a single breath, then jumped into the distance with my resources in hand. I wanted to revenge my losses, so I asked my leader, Hairy Cat, to back me. The challenge for me was great, but my leader ran his base all over the place. I mean, there's some really funny ones, because if you used, for example, this one would have been Silky Diapers for the name. He came in and destroyed my gummy bears, drove into the distance, my leader Shinny Doves, and he played his base all over the place. Oh my gosh, there's just so many funny ones. So if you did this, go ahead and go read it out the way that it would have been with your comment. And maybe you can, put this in your team chat. Just use this blank screenshot and see if your team wants to play with it. I think it'd be kind of cool. Anyways, have fun with that. Do whatever you want with it. Now let's go ahead and jump into how you can enter for this week's contest. Now, at the end of every season, I really like to see how far you guys got in the event. In the season. So go ahead and go down in the comment section below, and you're going to simply put in your in-game name. Remember, I have to have that. And let me know what prizes you were able to complete. Were you able to get the egg branch plus 3 keys and a mythic? Were you able to get 1 or whatever it might be? Let me see exactly how far you got. Now, hopefully by the time the next video comes out, you guys will be pretty well knowledgeable in what you got or how far you're going to be. I just finished up Hayuku or whatever his name is. So I literally just finished him. It's a good thing I went through with him because I know that Shogun is a little more expensive and we've only got 1 week left. So that's where I got. Tell me where you got. Alright guys, that is it for today. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my video, and if you have not already, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I appreciate your support. Anyways guys, happy flying. See you guys on the next Talk Dragon Tuesday.